Muckers, today's video a little bit different, and as you watch it and get through it you'll understand why. First off, we've been working on the 7.8. I'm just moving it at the minute, but we've started doing some work on it, and I've been filming it, so you'll see what we've been doing. But anyway, just get up here and then I'll tell you about today's video. Right, well, you saw my video I did on the road run, Larling Angel. Very, very good turnout, nice day. Well, a few days after that, I got a call from Alan, the chap that had the GRI tyres fitted to his Fendt. Now, Alan said that a guy that we know, he's a local tyre fitter, David, he had a stroke a few months back, and he was still in hospital over Christmas. So what Alan and a few others had organised was to do a little, like a road run around the hospital. Basically just to perk up his spirits and of those other people, the patients that were in the hospital at the time over Christmas. And I thought it was a nice idea. However, things like the T7 and all my stuff was the other side of the county. But Alan said, look, give Tony a call because he wants you to drive one of the Fendts. Now, Tony is one of my oldest friends. I've known him since I was about 13, 14. And Tony obviously used to work on his dad's farm, and his dad, Paul, always used to look out for me. So when I first started contract, and if I was on like Sugar Beet or Spuds, Paul always used to say, as soon as you're finished with that, come and see us, we've got work for you. And he always did have. Now, Paul was very clever in the fact that he kind of knew that everything in farming changes, as we know. That's all right now because everything's on YouTube, you know, watching this and Instagram and all that. But back in the 60s and stuff, we never had nothing like that, you know. This is just a recent thing. Now, because of Paul's foresight, he captured some wonderful stuff going on the farm that was happening at the time back in the day, and we've got that today. Luckily, had that transferred from the old Cine reels onto disc, and then from disc we now got it on stick, MP4 stick. Simple as that. You like a USB. Only because Paul had thought to capture that stuff, and without it, those times would be lost. So anyway, you're going to see some of that footage in this video, and it'll become relevant at the end. And so basically what happened is, as I said, we went on this road run, and Kimberly came along and she helped film and everything for us. That was a lot better. We did the road run, got back to Tony's, and then me and Tony were just chatting and looking at some of the old tractors that are still there on the farm, and Kimberly was filming. And then an opportunity came up just in conversation, and it was something I just couldn't turn down, and you'll see that. But like I said, you'll also see some of this old, we'll call it archive footage. Now, back in September last year, Paul passed away. And basically, you know, right up till the end, really, within a few months, Paul was still working, still driving a tractor. He had a Fendt, he had an 828. And yeah, so Tony asked me to take his dad's tractor on this run, and he would take his own one. He got another 828, a newer one. So it was a bit of a mixed emotional thing, really, because I was driving Paul's tractor like I always used to do. I always, you know, I would always get Paul's tractor, so Tony would have his, and whatever we were doing at the time, I'd always get Paul's tractor. But this time, obviously, you know, he weren't about. So, yeah, there's a lot going on, but it always just make me laugh because back in the day, Tony and I'd go in for dinner, and obviously we'd have a lunch and whatever, have a cup of coffee, and then Paul would always sit in his chair and go, right, you two, get back over the farm, get on with so-and-so, so-and-so, I'm gonna have another cup of coffee and I'll catch up with you shortly. And we used to sort of say, like, well, you know, what are you doing sitting there? Why aren't we, you know, you come with us. And he'd go, no, I'll have another coffee. And we go, how come you get another coffee? And he always used to say, because I'm the governor. And that was it. Couldn't argue with that. So, yeah, like I said, I got a chance to drive the governor's tractor on this road run. But as I said, you'll see later on in the video, I also get a chance to, I always get a chance to, I suppose, pay my respects to Paul. But yeah, you'll see. Anyway, enjoy. Right, so this is the James Paget Hospital. It's like the horn off a clown car. Join in with his little tug. See quite a few up there. A good turnout. I think they said there's over 40 odd tractors turned up, which is really good. No, we turned into this one when we came here this morning.
Oh, right, okay.
We're going to slide up the side there, where we were, I think, somewhere near there. Right, so that's a really nice little turnout. We're now heading back at 65 at 20 miles an hour, and of course, and yeah, it was really nice turnout. Lots, but there's about 41 tractors there in total, of all types, all different ages, some good old classics there and whatever. But for me, it's nice. Nice to be driving this. So yeah. So these two are, when I was here, they were back from the like the 60s when your dad had these here, didn't he?
Yeah.
What else did he have? He had that Highclere one, didn't he?
Yeah.
But obviously by the time I was here, there was the 885s. You had the Super 2.
Yeah, Super 2. Yeah.
I had your dad's Super.
I see.
And they had a 784 on the loader?
Yes, no, 674.
674.
674.
On the loader.
Yeah.
To this one though.
Yeah. Father bought this, or father's father would have bought it. £600 from Wiggs of Barnaby.
Brand new.
Brand new.
A lot of money in them days though, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
See, I remember this one. Lovely old tractor. I remember it was in the other shed, you know.
Yeah, that did have a loader on once.
That's right. Yeah, it was like a main sort of tractor, wasn't it? You know. But
Yeah.
your dad started doing this up, didn't he?
Yeah, we put all new tyres, he put the mud guards, new seat and everything, and that's as far as that sort of go. And he got bored with it and just put a brush over it. And I really want to do them properly, you see. That'd be nice if that was done.
Do it up properly.
Yeah.
Go right through it.
Yep. Yes, that would.
See, now we know I've got a multitude of projects on the go, but because of what this is and whose it was, I'd make time to do this if you want it done.
Yeah, I definitely want to do them. That's you know.
And I mean, she's nice. I mean, the whole thing's all together, isn't it?
There's
It's not
nothing
like
wrong with it. Yeah.
No, it just wants going through properly, mechanically first, and then cosmetically. And as I said, I wouldn't do it for, you know, I wouldn't normally take on other people's projects and that, but I would.
I think I have got all the bloody stickers left to put on it.
Yeah.
Everything is there. But they never got finished off, you know.
Well, I think we'll do it. I think we'll do it because I said, I sat with your dad's, and I remember this, and I remember that one, and right,
Yeah.
we'll do it. We'll do it. So there we go, muckers. Like I said, it was unexpected, but I'm actually really looking forward to doing that tractor, you know, for obvious reasons. But I'll film it, obviously, because I will. I'll make sure that we get it all on this channel, and yeah. But like with everything, you know, things move on. So we're keeping filming, and you know, we're doing stuff. We're doing stuff on the 7.8, and I've just wrapped up the footage that I need, or most of it, I think, for the New Holland T7, and that's been good fun. We've had a laugh doing that, but it's been fairly full on as well. But as I said, that'll be out fairly shortly as well. But now, muckers, question time, and this one is about content. Now, it's an old heavy-duty engineering vice. Now, obviously, she's seen better days, and she's going to need completely stripping down, then cleaning right back to bare metal, and then rebuilding and painting. It's also bloody heavy. When I lifted it in at the back of the truck, I think my bollocks popped off to Arizona or somewhere, but now like I say, it's going to have to be stripped down, but it gave me an idea for a potential video. Now, I've had one or two people over the last couple of years say to me, we love watching the tractors and the trucks and all that, but you know, be it financial or just logistical reasons, they don't live somewhere they could have a tractor or a truck or something like that. They said, is there anything you could do to show us, you know, a restoration on something simple? And they were sort of suggesting tools and stuff like that, you know, because some people do up old spanners and stuff, you know, wrenches and, you know, pipe wrenches and stuff like that. So this got me thinking. Now, with that in mind, like, to encourage the youngsters and people, as I said, that can't have a tractor or something like that, at the end of the day, a restoration is a restoration. The vice has got to be stripped down, as I said, all the components cleaned, anything repaired, and then it got to be built back up and then obviously painted. Is that something that you would like to see, Muck? Just do it in one episode, literally just show the process. I'm going to do it anyway, but would you want me to film it? You know, as I said, I know some people want to see it, but I'm asking the wider audience. If so, put your answers in the old squit pit below in the comment section. Just say, yep, would like to see the vice overhaul, and I'll do it. But as I said, I'm going to do it regardless, but just whether you want to see it filmed or not. Do something a bit different.
Now, before we go, this bit of footage is for anybody that's under the impression that Jeremy Clarkson was the first person in the world to have ran a Lamborghini tractor. Well, this is my old mate Kelvin, and he ran two of them back in the 1980s and the early 90s. And this one is the Lamborghini 1306, and he had a 6-row wraparound Moreau sugar beet harvester on it. It was quite a good tractor. But what we'll do is in a future video, Tony and I will sit down and go through all this footage, and there's tons more, loads and loads that we haven't shown at this point. And we can remember what Paul had told us about some of the earlier stuff, and obviously stuff like this, what you're seeing here, well, we were there. So we'll go right through it all, and yeah, we'll make a video showing you all the footage and what tractors and machinery were back in the day, and basically we're up to the present day.
Is it that time again? That is. Right, muckers, well, it looks like it's that time again. Don't forget to give the video a like. And until the next one, do well.